What's going on, everyone? In this video today, we're going to go over the latest information for our NAPF North American Powerlifting Championship that just went out. So you all know basically the schedule and everything like that when it comes to North American Powerlifting Championship, since a number of you have been asking me for the past weeks or maybe even months over on Instagram. So I already have my computer up. I already have the website open. The website is going to be powerlifting-napf.com, and that will send you to our official NAPF website. You can get to it from the IPF website as well when you go to different regions, but I just go in directly to it, powerlifting-napf.com. And you'll see there's going to be the official NAPF website now with information about the events, the committee members, news, results, all that kinds of stuff like that will be here. And you can see right here under regional news, we already have the invitation here up as a news post. So if you want to read more, you can click read more. You can see basically the logo, information from Robert Keller, our championship secretary, who's also the meet director for this year's North American Powerlifting Championship. And here you can see the link straight to the official invitation. So if you hit that, then you'll go right to the invitation and we'll start going through it. So you can see that there's going to be 3 different championships. I know it's a lot of words here and there's a lot of championships, but you can see it's going to be the Pan American Regional Powerlifting Championship. It's going to be the regular North American Regional Championship. And then it's going to be this brand new event, the Pan American University Cup. So you can see for these, it's the 18th annual, and for this one, it's the first one ever. So a brand new event that we're throwing in there, the Pan American Regional Cup. And you can see it's going to be at the Hyatt Regency Hotel, attached to the Orlando International Airport in Orlando, Florida. And it's going to be August 15th through the 21st. So we'll try and skim through real quick through this information here. This is basically who's running the contest, Robert Keller. There you can see that's me, scoring manager, Venmo Khamesi. And we'll skip through this information about the hotel and everything like that. But basically, the airport and the hotel are in the same building. So the first floor is the airport, and then you go upstairs and it's going to be the hotel. So if you fly right into Orlando International Airport, you don't need a transportation or anything like that. You just take the escalator up and you can go to your hotel room and go to the event. If you're driving in like me, then you just park basically at the airport, at the hotel parking actually, and then you just go over there. So you don't need to do any kind of transportation or anything like that. And then we'll just go right here to the schedule. So you can see the 15th is actually like when we do all our meetings. So we'll have our yearly NAPF meeting and then meetings for, referees and that kind of stuff, opening ceremony that night. Then the event is actually starting on the 16th, and we're going to start by breaking it up with the University Championship, then basically the Classic Championship, and then the Equip Championship. So you can see here that the 16th and 17th are going to be the University Championship, this brand new event. The University for international events are only Classic, so University Worlds for the IPF is only Classic, and so same thing here for the Pan American University Cup, it's only going to be Classic. So we only need 2 days. With this schedule, it can all be compacted too, so if there's not as many lifters, we can compact this into 1 day. So for people that are getting invited, they want to be aware of that. Oftentimes you want to come in a couple days early and make sure you're leaving like maybe the day after. You don't want to be trying to fly in the night before and then leave in the afternoon after, because if something happens with your flight or something happens with the schedule or something like that, then you might be able to miss your flight or miss the day you're competing. But here you go, University Cup, 16th and 17th. And then you can see we're gonna do the Best Lifter and Team Awards that night. So we're not gonna do the normal banquet that we do for the IPF and NAPF and even some nations do, like the CPU. We're not gonna do some big banquet because of the pandemic. So we don't wanna have everyone in the ballroom together and try and keep track of who has their masks on or off or anything like that and put that risk on people and us be responsible for it. So what we're gonna do instead is we're just gonna give out the Team Awards and the Best Lifter Awards for that event, basically at where the event is taking place. So we'll do a quick thing where people can be separated in the room, give out the awards to people one by one, they can take their pictures, and then from there everyone can go. And if they want to hang out as a team and have dinner or whatever like that with people that they're rooming with already, that's on them and whatever they feel is comfortable for them, but we won't have a big event. Then you can see as we're going on, 18th, 19th, and 20th is going to be the Classic Championship. So 3 days for the classic lifting, and you can see how you're going to have 2 sessions per day, 1 women, 1 men. And then again, at the end of the 20th and the afternoon, we'll have the Best Lifter Awards and the Team Awards. The other benefit to this and breaking it up by the groups is that the university gets their awards and they can leave if they have to go back home or whatever like that. And same thing here, the Classic does their 3 days, then we give out the awards and they can leave. They don't have to stay until the full end of the entire championship. Then you can see finally the 21st and 22nd, the final 2 days, are going to be the Equip Championship. So again, 1 session women, and right now it's 3 session men, but this can be adjusted if it needs to. If we get a lot of female entries, we can always adjust it. And then again, the best lifter and team awards, the final on the 22nd. And then the 23rd is departure, or if people want to go do touristy things, then they can do things in Orlando. As a note, just to remember for people that are in Equip Championship or Equip lifters, that is supposed to be a World Games year. And so this is going to be a qualifier. So that's just something to consider for people, that this is going to be a qualifier for the World Games as far as the North American wildcard spot for the men and women. So that's basically the schedule: 2 days university, 3 days classic, 2 days equipped, with ability to compact it if we don't get a lot of entries. But we're assuming we're going to get a lot of entries for this, and that's the schedule for now based on how many entries we think we're going to get. Then there's going to be other information here. This is mostly for the nations, like secretary and everything like that, as far as filling everything out. So there's nothing really important here for you as a lifter, and everything is done through your federation. You can't invite yourself or sign up for it yourself. You have to be invited by your federation. So you have to see for your country what the requirements are to make the team. For USAPL, USA Powerlifting, you can see on their website, they had already put out news posts about how to qualify. If they make any changes, they'll send updates either on the website or email. So then the national team coaches will select their team and submit their nominations. You have a preliminary nominations and a final nominations. We'll see how many people compete, but I assume that it's going to be a decent amount of people that don't want to travel internationally for USAPL lifters. They may not want to go to Europe or Africa, then instead stay in the US and still be able to compete in international competition and break world records and all that kinds of stuff, qualify for the World Games. So again, powerlifting.napf.com, and then you can see the invitation and read all information, and then figure out for your member federation how you can qualify. But other than that, hope you guys are having a good day. You're gonna have a good weekend. I'll see you in the next video.